22-year-old Stacy was driving cross-country with her husband.
Stacy!
She had sudden pain and thought her ovarian cyst had ruptured. Now,
Jessica Jess Martinez bounced down the highway in her beat-up Honda Civic, blasting Taylor Swift's "Shake It Off" as she raced toward the sunrise. She was en route to Bakersfield, 4 hours away, to help her best friend settle into her new rental. She blogged under the name Jessie Jet, chronicling quirky road trip adventures, but today's episode would turn her world upside down. 2 months earlier, she'd suffered a brutal breakup. In the swirl of packing, crying, and bailing on post-breakup dinners, she'd assumed her period would return. But it hadn't. For 6 weeks. She'd blamed stress. Didn't think twice. Until last night. A strange twinge woke her, but when she reached for her phone, the pain vanished. "This is stress, Jess. Grow up and move on." But when she tried on her favorite jeans at dawn this morning, she froze. 2 familiar lines stared back at her. She splashed cold water on her face, heart pounding, because the test hadn't existed until this moment. Inside her glove box, hidden beneath travel tissues and old receipts, lay the pregnancy test she'd impulsively bought at a gas station last month, without ever using it. Hands trembling, she cleared the receipts and tore it open. 1 line. Maybe 2. Her vision tremored. She blinked. It read pregnant. Laughing. Screaming. Crying. She grabbed her phone and dialed her sister Marisol. I'm pregnant," she whispered. "Are you okay? Where are you?" Marisol demanded. "On 195 near, okay, I don't know. A truck stop, I think." Jess looked out the window. There it was, Sunny's Pit Stop and Diner. A dusty neon oasis in the desert dawn. Jess steered into the parking lot, clutching the pillow between her legs. The early morning Freightliner drivers stared. She breathed in, grabbed the baby bag she hadn't packed, just a few travel toiletries and snacks, and took the test out again. Still positive. Inside the diner, the old radio played, "On the Road Again." Sunny, the manager, eyed her in the booth. Jess raised 2 thumbs and mouthed silently. "Help." Sunny stalled the breakfast rush, writing on the chalkboard, "Omelets and milkshakes." Then patted over. "You okay, hon?" she asked, concern in her voice. "My water. I think it broke," Jess said. 2 more twinges made her legs wobble. "Let me get you water and call an ambulance," Sunny said, dashing off. Still reeling, Jess dialed 911. She sank into her booth. The truck stop lights hummed overhead. Mugs clattered, kids giggled. As the paramedics arrived, Jess pressed her forehead to the Formica tabletop. The paramedics, 2 women, Rosa and Event Horizon-eyed Lena, arrived within 10 minutes. While one assessed Jess's vitals, the other whispered, "You do know how far along?" I don't know. Maybe today." Jess shook her head. Pregnancy had been a mystery. Her cycles skipped. Birth control appeared to fail. No doctor. No signs. And just like that, boom, on the cold table of her apartment bathroom, reality struck. "Rosa, you could be in active labor." "Lena, we'll take you to Mercy Hospital in Bakersfield, 24 miles. Jess nodded. She called Marisol again. "I'll meet you there," she forced out. They loaded Jess onto a stretcher, Sarah grabbing her pillow. As they wheeled her into the parking lot, a convoy of curious truckers paused mid-slurp on their big gulp. Engines hissed. Jess glimpsed 2 teenage kids playing on the diner patio behind tinted windows, their faces pinched between worry and kids watching a TV drama. The world stopped. In the ambulance's red glow and hectic clatter, Jess gripped the pillow and breathed through each contraction. Rosa paced and monitored her vitals. Lena crouched, cradling Jess's hand. 7 centimeters, Rosa said, hard to believe. Jess squeezed her eyes shut. "When do I get drugs?" "You're gonna be okay," Lena soothed. "We can't do much for pain in here. But you're strong." Outside, Jess felt the landscape blur. Freeway lane markers, road signs, lone palm trees lit by the rising sun. She thought of Marisol's face. Protective, anxious. She thought of her mom no longer here. Then she thought of her unknown baby, a surprise unwelcome, yet undeniably hers. They rushed Jess inside Mercy Hospital. An indifferent receptionist, 2 rush nurses, 1 doctor with stethoscope and clipped bun, shorthand chaos. The world narrowed to the delivery room and the white-hot intensity surging through her pelvis. Mid-coffee hour morning, she lay on the bed. Luz, the OB nurse, offered a towel reassurance, just tear-streaked kindness. Between contractions, Jess asked, "When will I know who's here?" "Just a push or 2 after we see the head," Luz said gently. On the sideline, Marisol burst through the doors. Spectacles fogged, cheeks red. She ran forward. Jess tried a weak smile. "How are you?" she whispered. "Okay," said Jess. "Hi, sis. I love you. I'm right here." When the head emerged, some fluid, a dark tuft of hair, Jess screamed, lungs echoing in the delivery room. Sunny, back at the truck stop, texted, "You can do this." She and the diner crew had mass chatted to rally thoughts and prayers. Jess felt rooted. 3 more pushes. And then a roar. They placed the crying newborn on Jess's chest. She gasped, crying. "It's a girl," Luz said softly. She looked. 20 fingers, 10 toes. She touched her sister's shoulder. They both cried.